Hey YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Kinezy Mobile here, and in today's video guys, I want to be talking to you about the best in-game settings for your device for Bullet Force. So guys, there are two different types of settings we're going to be going over today. The settings like menu on the like home screen, and the in-game settings, like the ones that if you press pause you come up with a bunch of settings. So yeah, first guys, we're going to be going over the menu settings. So the first two are pretty much the same thing, texture and graphics quality. They're not the same thing, but they're quite similar. So I use them both on ultra and maximum. You guys should do the same if you've got like a newish device. If you've got an older device or one that experiences lag, definitely take it down to a spot where you're no longer experiencing lag. The next one down is language. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's a heap of languages to choose from. The next one's in-game chat. So if you want to be able to see the chat in-game, if you want to be able to chat in-game and like talk some crap to people and all that kind of stuff, leave that enabled. Next thing, music volume. If you have I just leave mine full, but if you've got a device which has battery issues, definitely turn it down if you want. The next thing along is your like login, so what your username is. You can change that, but it costs 500 gold at this moment. The next thing down is log out, so if you want to change accounts or anything like that. Below that is clan tag. So right now this is my my like personal account that I use. I'm in the clan RX7. And there's my in-game, like it's got like my basically my clan tag and my username together. And then down in the bottom right, guys, we've got the version. So right now it's version 1.2.9 and the build is 117. So guys, that's pretty much it for the menu settings. Let's jump into a match and I'll start talking about those settings. So guys, I'm in a match now. It's just like a practice match. I'm gonna be having a look at these in-game settings. So what we've got here, the top one is sensitivity. I just leave mine on full. Same with aiming. Aiming is basically like when you're looking down the sights, how sensitive that is, and sensitivity is when you're not looking down the sights. I leave mine on full because I've gotten used to having it on full because I've been playing this game for a long time. And what I did is, since I'm using an iPad, when I first started, it was much harder to use it at the start because it's made for like having a low sensitivity is better for like a smaller device. But since I've been using an iPad, I started with 350 sensitivity, and then every day I just upped it by 10 until I got to 500, and now I've gotten used to 500. So the next thing down, guys, is probably one of the not so important things here. We've got the HUD, so you can either enable it or disable it. If you enable it, it's gonna look like normal, showing all the buttons and stuff. Pretty much, but what I mean by all the buttons is like, it has like all the buttons to like press stuff, like shoot and stuff like this. So it's got like the shoot button, the aiming one, all that stuff. But if you disable it, it's got nothing. So there's just like nothing around it. You can still like move and stuff, but you have to just like use muscle memory of where all the stuff is. And yeah. So guys, that's pretty much it for that. The next one is like your HUD slots. So you can have up to 3 different slots for your HUD. This is probably one of the most important things on this menu other than the sensitivity and aiming. I definitely suggest making different slots. I've got I need to turn back on HUD. Okay, so my first slot is for my claw. Second one is this random one that I just have been messing around with a little bit, not that good. My first one is the default, just because, you know, why not, with a little bit of changes. Yeah, so change back to my usual HUD. The next thing you can do is actually customize HUDs. So I'll customize this HUD. So what you can do is just like move stuff around. You can change the size of different buttons, move where they are, or like different kind of stuff. And you can also, if you press on finish customization, it goes back to normal. So yeah, I'll change back to my regular HUD. Okay, so the next thing in the settings, guys, is 30 FPS mode. I definitely recommend this if you're running an older device or if you're experiencing lag. Definitely use 30 FPS mode. It really helps for like upping your ping. So guys, the next one that we're going to talk about is static joystick. So right now I have it disabled, but that's really only because I don't use it. Some people do use it. It's probably the most used out of the next couple of ones that I'm going to talk about. But pretty much, guys, when you enable it, it comes up with a little joystick. So I'll just enable it now. So if we have a look, it's got like this little like joystick that you can actually like see down on the bottom left. Sorry, I don't think you can actually move it, but I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, I don't use it. Some people do. It's up to you. So I'll just disable that. The next thing is the sprint button. So guys, if you turn on the sprint button, I'll just turn it on right now. Basically it puts like a little button down middle center. You can probably see it. It's kind of covered up by my gun, but if you press it, if you try and run without it, you can't run, but if you press it, you start sprinting. Personally, I don't use it. I just prefer to just run properly. One time what happened to me is I was in the middle of a team deathmatch. I was on a 22 kill streak, and I changed HUDs, but I accidentally enabled the sprint button, and I didn't realize. So then I came back in, I killed someone, and then I tried to run away from this other guy while I was reloading, and bam, I couldn't run. I was basically just walking, and it was so annoying. So I just leave that off. So I'll just disable that. Anyway, guys, next one, sound volume. I just use it on 100%. You can always just change the volume of your device with the buttons on the top. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The next one, guys, is the aiming joystick. So I'll just enable that now. Basically, it lets you use the little joystick on the other side. I've got no idea how to control this, guys. As you can see, I'm just all over the place with it. I don't think anyone uses this, honestly. But yeah, that's that. So now I'll just disable that. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this settings and the other one, actually. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a hate comment. Just kidding. Also, guys, if you really like these kind of videos, leave a comment saying that you do, and I will definitely continue to make these kind of like tutorial videos. Be sure to like and subscribe, and this is KinnettZ Mobile signing out.